Hey, what up guys, it's your boy Aaron, you already know, and right now we're gonna play some games. Okay, we're playing 999 right now, and this shit is serious. Okay, one quick note. What I mentioned in the previous video to let me know if you guys want to do a coffin ending or not. I'm gonna tally up all the responses, and whichever one has the most, I'm gonna go for that one. So yeah, I'm just gonna go by that. I'm just gonna tally up the yes and the no's, or the yay nays. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on. We don't have much time left. Finally, Ace spoke. His voice had an edge of resolve and concern. Very well then, we'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin. There were quick nods all around, and the 6 remaining players spread out. What the fuck, man? Junpei and June ran to the central hospital and looked around. She's not here. No, she isn't. They searched a little longer, but with no luck. They couldn't find Clover. Finally, they gave up and left the central hospital room. Slowly, they made their way back to the hallway. Oh my god, everything's so empty, lifeless. At last, they reached the stairs and Junpei spoke. Alright, I'm thinking we should probably split up. Like, I'm trying to understand, is this guy like, was he born retarded? Like, he wants to split up. Okay, I'm just drop it right there, okay? I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B deck. Alright, that sounds good. But, what? Could you stop calling me by that codename when we were alone? Huh? Oh, sure, right. I'll do that. There was a reason Junpei persisted in calling her June, even when they were alone. Although perhaps not the best reason. He was embarrassed to call her by her nickname he used when they were children, Connie. 9 years ago, it came naturally. After all, they were children. But now that they were adults, it felt strange. Regardless of what he might hope for, to call a woman he wasn't dating by such a childish nickname felt odd to him. Of course, to call her Miss would be even more awkward, and simply that would be a little brusque. And although he couldn't put his finger on why he felt somewhat forward to call her Akane, then hadn't seen one another for so long. When they had, okay. In short, it was simply easier for him to call her June and leave it at that. Thank you. Why is that so hard to understand? Well, Connie's a fine name. That's a good name. Connie, I like Connie. I like June. Those are both good names. I don't like her real name. It's stupid. Alright, I'm going then. Yeah, be careful, Connie. June, or perhaps more appropriately, Connie blushed and smiled. You be careful too, Junpei. Yeah, got it. Take care. Junpei looked at her for a moment as she ran up the stairs, then turned around, and took off for the hallway. I love this song. It's very nice, soothing, beautiful, amazing. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so we're running. Okay, so we've searched in a lot of areas. Tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits, just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door, and there she was. A woman sat slouched against the wall, Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin smooth and pale as always. Fuck me! Was covered in bright red blood. Holy shit. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe. His legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt a stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank, all his thoughts replaced with endless hissing light. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus slowly. What the fuck are you doing, Junpei? What the fuck are you doing? Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse, no rise and fall or breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought. His mind slowly returned and she had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Fuck! Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then. Perhaps she'd been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. I can't feel my fucking fingertips. This is annoying. I can't feel them. How am I supposed to click if I don't know what I'm clicking? Okay, I'm just gonna use my nails or something. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Oh man. Shit! My heart. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. 1. You escape from the ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once a bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that the wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. Why was that? Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps more accurately, the person who would gain the most by obtaining bracelet number 8. Wow. Who was that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when... FUCK! He heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. God fucking... I can't fucking feel anything right now. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain. There was heat. Extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Ew. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Oh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Oh my god. Man, this is sickening. Oh my god. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. Oh, his voice was a little more than a weak groan. Wow, I was actually trying to say that out loud, but it ended up coming up as a groan. Like, my heart is so weak right now. It's so weak I can't feel it. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. Oh my god, please no. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. Fuck! He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with his strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him. Ugh. But nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. Two tiny images of the attacker reflected in his eye. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotion. Not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Fuck it. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry. and began to dissolve into an empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon, it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell. Into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. Fuck. We got another bad ending. Holy crap, man. Oh, man. My body was not meant for this kind of torture. It's enough going through this shit once, but 2 or 3 times over, man, this is too much. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop here. I need a fucking break. I need to at least gather up my composure. I need to sleep. I need to do everything. My body is so frail, I can't feel it. I can't feel my back. I can't feel anything. Anyway, guys, I'll check you out later. And I think I gotta go throw up.